The office is changing. We see this every workday. We have technology that's fast, ever more complex, and it's putting all of us under continuous pressure to achieve more. We also have 4 generations working together, and each views technology differently. There's many ways to express the impact of 4 generations in this new technology on the workplace. And one of the best is in this book, The Element, by the educationalist Ken Robinson. And here he's observing his teenage son interacting with technology. When my son James was doing homework for school, he would have 5 or 6 windows open on his computer. Instant messaging was flashing continuously. His cell phone was constantly ringing, and he was downloading music and watching TV over his shoulder. I don't know if he was doing any homework, but he was running an empire as far as I could see, so I didn't really care. Younger children who are growing up with even more sophisticated technologies are already outperforming teenagers of his generation. And this revolution is not over. In fact, it's barely begun. We are also now experiencing this amazing explosion in consumer technology products, from mobile to the home, and this is putting all organizations under intense pressure to match this new finesse. This rapidly changing technology world is also allowing us to work differently. Smartworking addresses the potential these changes are bringing to the workplace. It's an evolution, not revolution. But one thing we know for certain is that we're all working within this fast-changing world, economically and technologically. We also know the anecdote that a chance conversation at a coffee machine sometimes is much more productive than a scheduled meeting. And we know we respond badly when pressed and controlled, but are much better, much more productive when relaxed and engaged within a great environment. There's long-established research from diverse sources that show the desk is used only 50% of the workday. 50% of the day, it's not used. That focused work, i.e. desk work, happens at best 60% of the time. And key reports that illustrate the breadth of sectors discussing this subject range from international architectural practices, management consultancies, technology companies, to government foundations. Reports from international architectural practices like Gensler and HOK, Gensler's Workplace Survey, which does a wonderfully thorough and in-depth analysis of the workplace and how today's workplace is changing. They map out the new practices within today's workplace, from socializing to focus to learn to collaborate, and the percentage of time that people are working in that way within the workplace. Not only that, but they actually explain why it's beneficial to organizations to change their workplace into this typology. HOK, who talk about optimizing, again, analyzing why it's beneficial to organizations to change their workplace to optimize performance with workplace strategy and design. To international management consultancy like PwC, whose wonderful report about how to manage the new generations within the workplace, with analysis like 44% of millennials have 3 or more email accounts. Why? I don't know. I certainly don't, but they do. It's important to them, and we have to embrace this. To the Workplace Intelligence Unit that says, okay, you can change the office, but you also have to allow people to change their modes of behaviour, and how critical it is when you change an office, you also allow and you facilitate the ability for people to work in new ways. Organisations are aware that in our increasingly fierce and competitive business world, a more collaborative and productive workplace is becoming fundamental to success, that employee engagement and retention is more critical than ever before. Technology is allowing us to work in more flexible and different ways, whether finishing a report on a train or doing a great piece of research in the cafe over lunch. Month after month, we can see the world of work that's around us changing, whether it's in Southampton or Sydney. We now work in a connected world and in different ways. So is the desk, the historical centre of the office, losing its importance? For some of us, yes. For some of us, no. But one thing's for sure, the organisations we work for have to find new value in their workplace. Value in technology, value in real estate, value in how we're able to work, and value in the furniture we use. The desk, which has been the centre of office for decades, can't deliver everything for today's environment. There has to be new office furniture that's catering to today's more diverse needs. And that's what smart working is focused on. Central to smart working is the desire to create a landscape of product that allow organisations to embrace the abilities of being able to change with our new technologies. And the pods have a casualness, a lightness of touch. And that lightness of touch runs through all of smart working. It's a signal to say, look, we're effective, but we're a little bit more relaxed in the way that we're effective. We all know colleagues who are multi-site, who are in the office only for a period of time. Where do you store your laptop, confidential information, or personal belongings? When you break for a coffee, go to lunch, or to a meeting? The Cello work table is our solution for the need to allow some people to share what was the personal desk. A design award for Cello remarked, "It's a very clever use of otherwise wasted space," which we think is smart at a time when all organisations are under pressure to better utilise office space, reduce costs, and allow multi-use. Our clients have also repeatedly told us it's about helping people to connect, network and collaborate, to help foster better team trust and identity. So we created bus stops. Bus stops are places where people make connections. We have created furniture that allows us to interact with colleagues in a more relaxed and collaborative way. With smart working, I'm describing an office where the flow and sharing of information between colleagues is critical. This 40% of the workplace that's away from the desk is now more than ever being both addressed and answered. Smart working exploits the advances in technology that have redefined the workplace and open up this potential to be more agile, adaptable and flexible.